back in the day. It was the first thing that popped up. What was that? What year was that photo from?
I'm guessing it was from like 2011 or 2012.
Yeah, is that Clear Day?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember what event that was, but I'm remembering like the dress and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. Hi, everybody. We're live on the internet.
We're live.
Yeah. Jessie Mueller, how are you?
Hanging in. Like, I'm happy to be healthy, and the sun is shining today, so I'll take it.
It's so nice to see a familiar face.
Oh, thanks. I was like, I'm still working on my morning beverage. Do you have your coffee?
I have my coffee. I appreciate.
Cheers, friend.
I appreciate the Disney mug.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. You got to have a little sparkle in your day every once in a while.
I know. Now, my wife and I are huge Disney people, so it's nice.
We're always. Yeah.
So what's new? You were doing a show that got shut down by the coronavirus.
Yeah. Which was totally the right call. Now we all know what a serious thing this is. At the time, I think everybody was just kind of grasping at straws, trying to guess at information. But now we know what was up. So yeah, we were supposed to open the Minutes. Tracy lets the Minutes on that Sunday. When was it? The shutdown was Thursday, right?
The shutdown was Thursday, and you were supposed
Thursday.
to
Yeah. So yeah, we were in previews, and that's what happened.
And it was a big thing for you because it was like your first play in New York, certainly.
Yeah, it was my first play in New York. I mean, honestly, it was a big weekend for my whole family. My parents had come in. My sister Abby was supposed to open in 6 the Thursday. Broadway shut down. I was opening on Sunday, and my brother Matt was in Harry Potter and finishing his contract on that Sunday as well. So my folks had come in, and they were going to see 3 shows, and but we all got to have dinner instead, very safely. Sort of wondering what was going on, and so it ended up being, not the weekend we all planned, but it was actually a really special weekend, and I feel like one we'll look back on and kind of mark. You know what I mean? It was a moment for sure.
Was this the first time that all 3 of you were on Broadway together at the same time? I don't think it is, but you would know better than I.
No,
was it?
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm.
That must have been really cool for all of you.
It was kind of wild because we could go find it. I know there were a couple times I met Matt at one point, was like between shows or something. We were all trying to figure out, we were just trying to figure out actually think it was going to be the next weekend. We were going to have a brunch date, before Sunday matinee or something. So that didn't happen, but we're all kind of on the same schedule, so we can actually plan to see each other.
Had you seen 6 or Harry Potter with?
I saw Harry Potter. I only saw it once when Matt was in it, and I wish I'd seen it again. Now, because during quarantine, I reread most of the books.
Nice.
Or I finished the series. I had stopped at 4 and then reread the books.
Yeah.
And then 6 I didn't get to see on Broadway during their previews because we were on the same schedule, but I saw it in Chicago when it was at Chicago Shakespeare Theater, and it was fantastic. So I'm so excited for the Broadway stint and to see if anything's changed or
It was our second to last show. We saw it the Saturday before everything went down, and then
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fascinating. It's so smart. It's so catchy. I mean, I saw it once and I was singing the songs. Oh, I hadn't heard them beforehand.
We listened to the album. We'd been listening to the album for months before we'd seen the show, and my wife knew every word.
There you go.
Yeah. Was the Minutes an easy thing for you because you weren't carrying a musical?
Oh, an easy just different. It was a different set of challenges, and
easy is the right word.
I love ensemble stuff. I was so excited to get back to something like that.
Yeah, because you were raised in that in that theater world, the ensemble.
Yeah, I was, and we actually ended up rehearsing the show in Chicago at the Steppenwolf space, and because there are also ensemble members who were in the show that did it. I guess it was 2.5 years ago when they did the Minutes at Steppenwolf. So, that's where Anna D. Shapiro, our director, is based, and it just made sense. So we were rehearsing in Chicago before we came here, and yeah, man, I just dig it. I like to be a part of something. Not that I haven't felt a part of bigger musicals where maybe I had more lines or songs or pressure, or whatever sort of defines the sort of like workload.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really was enjoying this. It just felt like such a shared, everybody's on stage almost the whole time in the minute. So it really is, it's like you're always there, you're always seen, you always have to be in it. You always have to be, the way the whole show is crafted, you have to be paying attention to the things that you want the audience to be noticing. It's almost like if you're sticking out, it's not a good thing. It's all crafted in such a way. And Tracy Letts, who wrote the play, I mean, that's all intended. Everybody's actions are so interwoven.
And it was such a cool ensemble. I mean, just the level of talent in that cast.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. And Tracy, who wrote it, is in it. And
right.
The big joke during rehearsal was Tracy was like, wait, are you asking me that question as a playwright or as an actor? And what hat am I putting on? And
yeah, I remember.
That's what I was going to get him, Tracy. That's what I was going to get you for opening.
I remember at the meeting,
actor and then playwright.
He seemed really freaked out by it. Just like
yeah.
Of it.
Well, he said that he had never done it before.
Right.
Which I didn't realize. He had never acted in a play that he'd written before.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's a completely new set of challenges.
Yeah. So you're putting together this concert tomorrow with Seth Rudetsky.
Yes. Yes.
Was this a thing that had been planned?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what a beautiful venue.
Yeah, I'll wear pants, I promise.
Yeah. Was this a thing you'd been putting together before the shutdown, or did this all come together?
I mean, the details of this came together after the shutdown. Seth, this is sort of part of the Seth concert series, is what he calls it, and it's a series he's been doing for a while. And I've done shows with him on that series, sort of all over the country, with our amazing producer Mark Cortali, who produces the series and has done a lot of stuff with Art Lab in Provincetown. That's one of his sort of like producing home bases, and so it was Mark that got in touch with me and said, okay, we think we figured out a way to do actual live singing and playing at the same time. So you and Seth could like actually do your show live. It's not one person recorded, one person singing live. So he said, we're still working out a few kinks and we're going to try this. And he was saying, and I want to try to launch the series virtually. So that's what he did. They've got amazing tech people working on it. And that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like you and me talking, but as we know, sometimes with Zoom or StreamYard or whatever, there's a little bit of audio lag, but they found a way to do it through several other platforms where it's all synced up, and Seth and I can actually do the show together.
I was going to say, the thing that I know was tripping a lot of people up when this revolution first started was the syncing of the singing and the playing, because everything is on a delay. So it's going to be something.
Yeah, because when you start to, I think a lot of people thought, oh, well, we can just do whatever, we could do everything on the computer and you sing and I'll sing a duet with you. And then you tried it. And anytime you talked or sang at the same time, it was like robot demon voice came out. And so we've, through the magic of technology, we've worked around that, and it'll be coming to you live tomorrow.
How did you put together the set list?
It's mostly just conversations, kicking it back and forth between Seth and I about songs I've either done in shows in my career here in New York or in Chicago, or there's a couple just songs I love, and we sort of have this list. But the thing that's fun about this series is he'll just kind of throw things at you. So it's like you sing a little bit, and then you sit and you chat and you have coffee, and you and then he'll sort of lead me into another song, which sometimes hilariously, I literally don't know where he's going. And he was like, just get up. We're singing this song. And then, so I never know exactly what songs we're going to sing that night. It's a little bit like karaoke roulette, but it's really fun.
Because he knows literally everything. He knows like every song. He knows like every theater gossip.
yeah, his breadth of knowledge, especially in musical theater, is insane.
Yeah.
And also he's such, I mean, he's just an incredible player as well. We've been doing sound checks, testing all the technical stuff. And, if we say, Seth, can you play a little piano so I can hear, what your level's like in my ear? And he'll just start this really intense classical piece. Or we'll be sound checking songs, and he'll say, I say, what song do you want to do? And he says, well, let me see what I remember by heart. And then he's working without sheet music. He's just,
right.
And then he'll say, wait, what key do we do that in? Diddle-doo, diddle-doo, and change it on the fly. And
crazy.
He's insane
in
a good way.
So this might be a weird question, but like, you're not on any sort of social media that everybody knows is a deliberate thing on your part. Is this whole thing weird, the like coming on and like doing these video things? It's like, tell me about like getting over that. Cause I don't think you would describe it as like being afraid of social media. You just choose not to be on it.
Yeah, I'm not a total hermit. It's just,
right.
I think I know enough about myself, and I'm learning more and more about myself. But there's more and more to learn every day, and I don't think it would be healthy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can sit and spy on people's. I did it the other day. I was looking at somebody's Instagram profile, and after about 5 minutes, I was so sad. And I felt so bad about myself and all the things I hadn't done, or the way my thighs looked, and I was like, this is exactly why I don't engage in this. I do not need another platform, excuse, branch of my life where I am constantly comparing myself to others, or using a measuring stick that doesn't serve me, or doesn't apply to my life, or doesn't, or just another way to use energy that I could be using to maybe do something good or helpful, or a way to serve. Or that being said, it's, at times like this, I feel like I've noticed even more how much of a tool it can be, though. I mean, it can be used for such good. I mean, I've been watching everything with Nick Cordero's story and his wife Amanda Klutz, and thank God for all her social networking, because I feel connected and I can stay up to date with what's going on with them and keep them in my prayers, and know specifically what the needs are there. Everything with the Black Lives Matter movement, and the rate at which we can share information, and we can say, hey, are you aware of this? And you can check in with people. It's all incredible. So there's so much good that can come from it. I just feel like, for my own personal barometer, I need the ability to, I just don't think I would have the ability to check in and out as much as I need to.
That's very smart. I wish sometimes that I hadn't gotten on any of it. Especially,
but yet you realize how, I guess the other thing I realized during this time is most people use that as their main form of getting information and communication, which to me is so strange, because it's still fairly foreign to me.
Right.
So it's like I live in a netherworld that's not how I get my communication, and I'm so not the norm.
Yeah. Well, that's how I feel about Twitter. I feel like I get all of my news from Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And what I wish I could do better is, like, I wish I could look at it and click out of it, as opposed to just the scrolling. Like, I wish I could stop the scrolling and look at what I need to look at.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I hear you.
What have you been doing to like keep yourself occupied through all this?
Yeah. Well, I had like some projects I was doing early on, and definitely been getting things done around our apartment, and hanging things on the wall that have been sitting in the base of the wall for months. And I redid all my filing. I scanned all my sheet music digitally and organized it all on Dropbox. So I got rid of like so much paper.
That's actually a great, useful project.
I recycled it and you just throw it away. But yeah, and it took a long time. But it is very refreshing to get, like, you realize you've taken about 6 bags of paper out of your house. And that's literally like weight and energy and molecules that are not surrounding you anymore. It's very freeing.
We're getting a lot of comments from people that love your glasses, so I just feel like I wanted to tell you that. Nice glasses.
Oh, thanks, guys. They're blue blocking because you can probably tell they've got a lot of glare on them. But
No,
because we're all spending so much time on the computer, I wanted to get the blue blocky ones. You can get them on Amazon. I wish I could tell you what they were, but you can get them on Amazon. Is this it? This is the case. Anri, ANRRI, maybe?
Oh, huh.
There you go.
Someone commented wanting to know where you got your sneakers with no laces.
Probably Amazon as well.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. This is hilarious.
I know. People, I'm going through these questions to see if there's.
Oh, are these the live?
These are the live.
I never have the live comments on. Should I turn it on?
You can if you want.
I can help you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
When are you
this is so sweet of you all to pay money to see me sing, especially right now. I really mean it.
When are you going to come to London to do a show on the window?
I would love to. When things are safe, I would love to come. Or maybe do a concert there or something.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I would love to. Gosh, you guys remember Travel?
I know. I remember Travel. We were supposed to go to London in 2 weeks.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm so mad. I'm like fighting with Priceline now to get a refund on everything.
Oh, sure.
They're like willing to do it. It's just that like refunds now take like 6 years to do because everybody is
getting one. Yeah.
Because no one's traveling anymore. We live right near LaGuardia Airport, so I could see like the runway in our window, and there are more planes taking off now, which is a nice little thing.
Yeah, but I bet it was really different for a while.
Yeah, come to the Philippines.
Oh, okay. Canada, love it.
We've got a whole Argentina. We've got a whole international crew here for you, Jessie Mueller.
Hi, Argentina. What time is it in Argentina?
I don't even know what time it is in Argentina.
I don't know.
We need a live.
I feel like Alexa.
Yeah.
What time is it in Argentina?
In Argentina, it's 12:18 p.m.
12:18 p.m. Hello from Sweden.
Hi, Sweden.
The Jessie stands are out tonight. This morning.
Maybe it's tonight somewhere. Is it tonight? No, it's not quite tonight in Sweden.
Someone wanted to know, and these comments are great. Someone wanted to know how often you use that dartboard that's right behind you.
Oh, it's not a. Where is it? It's not a dartboard. It's a basket.
It's a
It's a woven basket. I can't remember where the basket is from, where it was woven. I got it at at like a Christmas market or something.
Yeah. I hope I hope you sing every night at 7 during the
noted. I'll put the request into Seth.
Yeah. Can you tell us what you are going to sing? Or like a preview you're going to sing that at least
I'll definitely be doing stuff like From Beautiful and Waitress and now we've got the request for Every Night at 7, so I'll make sure we talk to Seth. I'll talk to Seth about that. I honestly don't know what else Seth and I are talking again today, but
yeah.
Here's
an interesting one. What role would you want to play but never could? Met you at Carousel coming from Scotland, embarrassed myself crying.
Oh, a role I could play and I never could. Ooh, that kind of stumped me.
Yeah.
The first one I thought of was Sweeney Todd, but
that'd be fun.
You could do a version of that where you could have a female Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, you could.
Right? Yeah.
New world.
I could shave people.
Yeah, you could do anything now. Did you and Sally Murphy compare notes about Carousel, like in rehearsal for the minutes?
I feel like our conversations about Carousel came like way later in the game. We ended up, we were having a conversation about it because we ended up doing a fundraiser for Season of Concern in Chicago, which is Chicago Theater's version of Broadway Cares collections. During the what do they do it? 2 times a year, 3 times a year?
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, like spring and winter.
Spring and winter. Yeah. I was like, I'm thinking Christmas and spring.
Right. Yeah.
So we did we got asked to participate in this fundraiser for Season of Concern. And we were thinking about like, what could we do? What could we do? And then I talked to Sally. I said, would you like to, could we figure out how to sing the bench scene?
Oh, fun.
Together because we both played Julie. I was like, I'll play Billy. I don't care.
Yeah.
And you can be Julie. And so we did it kind of as a joke, but we ended up doing that. But that was during quarantine, which was really, really hard because of the lag we're talking about.
Right.
So we were both listening to a track that the wonderful Andy Einhorn put together for us. But we had to hit, like we each had headphones on, we had to hit play at exactly the same time. It was kind of a mess. So it was never quite synced up like I edited it together and it was very, very hard to sync up. So
yeah.
But it was fun. We laughed a lot.
I'll bet. Please sing What Baking Can Do too. Another request. I feel
Noted.
and Vanilla Ice Cream. Don't know if
Oh, that's in the repertoire.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if it's the song or the actual ice cream. Do you?
I could just eat vanilla ice cream.
Right. Yeah. I didn't mean to click on this one, but I presume.
Oh, I do. I absolutely do. Sometimes I'm not completely timely with it, but I do read everything and I try to respond as much as I can. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys, for just across the board, I would say anybody I've talked to, if you do write in fan mail, like to a theater or something, to a performer you admire, if you include a self-addressed stamped envelope, you have a much better chance of getting a response, just because it just makes it so much easier. And some performers, they get their mail stacks up, and it's so if you can include a self-addressed stamped envelope, that's so helpful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that should be second nature. Like you should. It's just like.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever written fan mail, so I don't. I mean, people are pretty savvy these days, but I don't think I would have known that. Every once in a while, you get something that doesn't, which I understand, or if you're sending something internationally. But I know people who have been, you know what I mean. They're very considerate and generous about that, but I always try to do the best I can, but sometimes you can't get to everything. But I really do try to read everything.
Did meeting Carole King the first time freak you out?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know I was meeting her at the time. Right. Yes.
You had never met her during any of like the workshops of the show?
No. And I ended up never doing. There were earlier workshops, but I wasn't a part of those, and so I didn't get involved with the show until they knew they were doing the out of town run in San Francisco, and then I think they had secured the Broadway run by that point as well. So I didn't end up meeting Carole till we came back from San Francisco, and we were going into a rehearsal studio to start rehearsing again for the Broadway run, and taking a look at things and changing things up. And I remember I came into the studio with Jared Spector, like the lobby, and we were about to turn to wait for the elevators, and I saw the back of this curly head, and I was like, Jared, that's her. This is happening today. And lo and behold, it was her. And she got into an elevator with Sherry, her daughter and manager. Yeah. And so we were kind of parted by the Red Sea. And then Jared and I got on an elevator. We were looking at each other as we're going up, like, what is about to happen? And then it was like, ding, and the elevator opened up and she was standing there with a couple of people. And I just kind of looked at her, and I think she gave me she like opened her arms, gave me a big hug, and I just started crying, I think. I just was overwhelmed. It was like a bunch of emotions I was unprepared to feel.
That show was so good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I loved it. I loved doing it. I'm so proud of the life that it had. And I mean, that's a big deal, especially these days, for a show to run 5 years on Broadway and have a national tour. And I think it just speaks to the power of that music, and not just Carole stuff, but Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil stuff too. That really was the soundtrack of a generation, and that music has stood the test of time. And people just really related to the story. I think the story of those real people and their real lives. So yeah, we were so proud of it.
Yeah. I had one more. It's not really a question, but I've
a comment.
Yeah, it's just a comment from me. I've seen all those clips that you like from whenever you did Guys and Dolls. Years ago.
Yeah.
I just want you to do Guys and Dolls again. That's just coming from me.
Oh, thank you. Well, we were. I just was talking to Megan Hilty the other day.
Yeah.
The amazing Megan Hilty.
The amazing Megan Hilty.
We got to do a project together last spring, and we were saying we have to find something that we could do together, and that's the one that keeps creeping up into my mind is Guys and Dolls. That would be fun.
That would be fun. Someone said, "Will you be singing anything for Patsy and Loretta?"
Oh, speaking of Megan Hilty,
yeah.
Possibly. It's more like I feel like all of Loretta's stuff is way more guitar based.
Yeah.
So it's not that it doesn't sound right on piano, but we could maybe cook something up. Let me work on that.
Here's a good question to end on.
Oh.
What is your dream role?
I feel like I always have a boring answer to this. I don't know, y'all. I really don't think I have one. I've gotten to do such amazing roles that I didn't even know existed. So, pass?
Yeah, perfect.
What a great way to end.
I know.
Just avoid it.
it's
I want to be a Disney princess. Let's just put it that way.
I know. Who doesn't?
That's my dream role, is to voice a Disney character. It doesn't have to be a princess.
No, just any Disney character.
Yeah.
Jessie, thank you for your time. The
my pleasure.
concert is tomorrow. I feel like everybody watching this knows where to find it.
And if you don't, I believe it's thesethconcertseries.com.
That sounds about right, yeah.
And that will take you to I was like, I'm sure I have this information. It'll take me 2 seconds. We'll just blah until.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I had it up.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure it is, yes, the Seth Concert Series. So that's with an S, plural. thesethconcertseries.com. Early bird tickets are $20. Other tickets are $25. I don't know if early bird still applies, but try it.
Yeah.
And the great thing is you can wear whatever you want. You don't even have to get dressed up.
I know. That's what I love most about watching theater now. I could do it in my pajamas.
In your jams.
Yeah. Jessie.
Get a beverage.
I know.
Just kick back. It's going to be a good time.
Once again.
Here's to you.
Jessie, be well. Hope to see you in person eventually.
Thank you. You too. Yeah. Stay safe. And
take care.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.